YouTube channel. My name is Kim Martin, for those of you that don't know. And if you're new here on my channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. So today's video is completely inspired by Valerie Kime. She is a YouTuber that I really enjoy watching. She started her YouTube channel just a few months before I did. And she did a video called Facts About Her or something like that. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. It's like my favorite video that she ever did, and she just included a bunch of really fun facts about herself. And so I decided to do one similar to that. I'm linking her channel in my description box below, so if you want to go check out her channel and maybe watch that video, yeah, you can head on over and do that. But like I said, her name is Valerie Kime, so don't forget to check her out. I compiled a list of interesting facts about me. Some of you that watch my channel that are a little bit closer to me, you might know some of these facts, but for a lot of you, I don't think you're going to know any of these things, so we're going to get right into it. I believe I have 40 things written down, so that's going to take a while, so I'm just going to get started. So, number one, I want to have a pet skunk. I've always wanted to have a pet skunk. Obviously, like, I want to get them descented, definitely, but my dear sweet husband actually looked into how much it costs to like buy a skunk and get it descented. It's kind of expensive, so I don't know if I'm ever gonna have a pet skunk, but I have always wanted a pet skunk, and someday maybe I will get one. Okay, number two, I am the grammar police. Why do I have my pen? And what's funny is, for my husband, his first language was Dutch, and so he speaks with the Dutch accent, and sometimes just the way he pronounces words is like so hysterical to me, and like I feel like I'm constantly correcting him, and I really need to work on that, because like I'm always like, wait, say that again, and then he won't say it because he knows I'm gonna like point out how he... So number three, I'm embarrassed about this one. I love to eat brown sugar. Call me crazy. Not with a spoon. I'm not a psychopath. Like if I'm baking and the recipe calls for brown sugar, I'll like get a little bit on my finger and put it in my mouth and like let it dissolve on my tongue. Oh, I love brown sugar. Number four, I've only gotten one ticket in my entire life, and I deserved it. I was going way over the speed limit. I deserved that one. But there's this hysterical story about how I almost got a ticket one time, and I should tell you guys that story, but I don't have time on this video, so remind me sometime. But it is kind of a funny story, so. Number five, I'm a cat person. Shocker. Oh, you're so precious. You really are. You're such a good cat. Okay, so really quick, I want to say one thing. Why, when someone says that they're a dog person, everyone's like, oh, that's so great. What kind of dog do you like? And then if someone says they're a cat person, everyone's first, like, instinct is to be like, oh, okay. What is that? Like, it's okay to like dogs, but it's not okay to like cats? Like seriously, guys, come on, think about it. Put aside, like, if you're a dog person or a cat person, just think about the stigma there. Like, if you're a dog person, everyone's like, yay! But if you're a cat person, everyone's like, okay, you're weird. I don't like that. So I'm a cat person. I'm proud to be a cat person, and I love my cats. I have two of them. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that. But I have Leo, as you can see. He sleeps all the time. And Liza is our kitten, and she is like, I'm not sure how many weeks old now, but anyways, she's growing like a weed, and yeah, she's a lot of fun, but she's definitely a lot more energetic than this guy. Number six, and this is a weird one. I hate soggy bread on sandwiches. I'm sorry. I don't know, sometimes sandwiches just get kind of soggy and the bread just gets like sticky. I can't eat it. I cannot eat it if the bread is soggy. Call me crazy. I can't do it. Seriously, you want to know what I hate the most? What I hate the most. This is not a fact about me. Here's a little freebie for you. I hate those ham and cheese sandwiches that they like put in like foil and they like bake them, and then they get like, I don't even know if they bake them. I just think they like make them hot somehow, and then they get like soggy, and the bread is so horrible and disgusting. Why? Why do you do that? Ah. Number seven, I have a 20 gauge shotgun. It was a gift to me from my now husband, but when we were dating, he got it for me for Christmas one year, and him and I absolutely love to go to the range and shoot skeet. I only enjoy shooting for sport, like going actual hunting. The truth about the matter is I can't stay quiet for that period of time, so I end up scaring everything off, and so it's just better if I don't go hunting. Number 8, I am always cold. I'm always cold. Ask my husband. I'm always cold. Okay, for number 9, I am an introverted extrovert. And the reason I say that is because all my life I've kind of like thought of myself as an extrovert because my personality is extroverted. If I'm comfortable with you. If I'm in a setting where I don't know a lot of people, I feel uncomfortable, I'll like crawl into this little shell and like everyone's like, oh, she's so quiet and so like not outspoken. And then all the people that know me are like, all right, number 10, I was born in California, for those of you that don't know that. Number 11, which kind of ties in with number 10, I was adopted, so that's why I was born in California. Number 12, I had horses as a young teenager. I think my sister and I bought a Welsh pony together when I was 12, I think. And then I actually bought my horse when I was like 14. And now that I live here with my husband, we don't have room for horses, and I'm kind of sad. I miss them a lot, but maybe someday we will have the space to have horses, so crossing my fingers for that day. Number 13, I was really good at school. We went to a private school until I was in 5th grade, and then my mom homeschooled me and my siblings, and so I finished 5th grade through 12th grade at home. And I actually, once I got into high school, I worked ahead and I graduated a year and a half early. So yeah, that was a great experience, and people get a lot of flack for homeschooling, but it taught me a lot of self-discipline, and like the fact that my mom let me like work ahead and like finish school early, it taught me a lot of like, I don't know, like I said, self-discipline, but also like setting yourself a goal and then doing the work every day to like reach that goal. Because like if I didn't do like this much extra every day, I knew I wasn't gonna get there, and that really like motivated me and pushed me, and that's not really an experience I would have had if I'd gone to school for all of those 12 years. So I am really thankful for that. Huge shout out to my mom for taking on the job of homeschooling me and my siblings. It probably was not easy. I still have 2 siblings in school, so wow. So yeah, homeschooling was a great experience for me. All right, for number 14, I worked at I volunteered at a women's crisis pregnancy center for about a year before I got a job at the coffee shop. So that was a great experience as well. And yeah, it taught me a lot too. So 15, I used to play the violin. I played for, I don't know how many years. I was probably 9 when I started, and I don't even know how old I was when I quit, but anyways, I've kind of lost it, and I don't even know if I'd pick up my violin today. I don't even know if I could, I don't even know where to start, I don't think. Okay, number 16. I'm guessing pretty much every girl out there can relate, but snakes terrify me. So I'm fine around any bugs, spiders, frogs. I'm good around pretty much anything, literally anything, but not snakes. So number 17, I absolutely love baking, and it's probably my stress reliever. And I never envisioned myself using baking as a stress reliever, but I definitely love it. And it's one of the most relaxing things I can do for myself, so I love baking. Number 18, I got married when I was 19 years old, and when I tell people that, they typically go, oh my goodness, like it's some crazy thing. And I'm just like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. My husband and I decided that we wanted to spend our lives together, and we wanted to get started with that as soon as possible. So that is why. Number 19 kind of ties in with the last one, but I moved 2 hours away from my family. And to answer your question, yes, it is hard, but it's all right. Number 20, ketchup makes me gag. Yes, I'm a minority, I know that. But one time, my husband and I went out for burgers, and I got mine without ketchup, and he ordered his with ketchup. And I grabbed one of them, I thought it was mine, I thought it was the one without ketchup, and I bit into it, and I almost threw up in our truck. I literally, I still remember that flavor, and it makes me like, I hate ketchup so much. All right, number 21 is something that not a whole lot of people know about me. I had JRA, which is juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, when I was a child. It's an autoimmune disease, and is basically my body telling itself that there shouldn't be certain fluids in my knees that basically enabled me to walk, and so it rid itself of those fluids and I couldn't walk. I think I got it when I was 2.5 to 3 years old, and I couldn't walk for a couple years there. The only recollection I really have of that is one time I just have this memory of my dad carrying me into church one Sunday and setting me on the bench. That's the only thing I remember, but yeah. Anyways, I healed and I was doing pretty good, and then I relapsed when I was, I think, 10 years old. And it wasn't as bad of a relapse. I wasn't like completely crippled at that point. I took medicine and yeah, I've been in remission now since then, so yeah. Number 22, when I was 12 years old, my dad taught me how to drive a Miller sprayer. There are these big, huge machines that have these big, long booms on them, and they drive them through fields and they spray chemicals on the crops. Anyways, my dad does custom spraying. And when I was 12, I went to work with him one day and he taught me how to drive it, and I just thought it was pretty cool because I could drive this big Miller sprayer. Number 23, I hate meatloaf. I despise meatloaf. I should say I despise meatloaf slash like poor man's steak, and I'm pretty sure it's the texture that gets me. I don't think the flavor is awful. It's just the texture. And I should just say that I am a huge textures person. If a food has a random texture that I don't like, yeah, it just makes me want to like throw up. And meatloaf is the worst. Meatloaf is the absolute worst. Number 24, I went to Haiti when I was 12 years old with my family, and we were there for a little over a week, I think. So that was a really fun experience. Number 25, I think you can all relate with this, but I love getting letters. Getting mail is like so much fun for me. Ask my husband. If I get a letter, I just get so excited. I just love opening mail. Number 26, and if you know me very well, you will know this. I love Dr. Pepper. My all-time favorite pop ever. So, call me crazy, but I love Dr. Pepper. It's something that Daryl, bless his heart, he's so sweet. He makes sure that we always have Dr. Pepper in our refrigerator, so. All right, number 27. I was today years old when I learned that when animals hibernate, they're not just like sleeping. Who gave me the idea that when bears hibernate or animals hibernate, they just sleep for months on end? Like, I'm over here like, oh my goodness, animals are so cool. I wish I could do that. Like, how am I 20 years old and I don't know that? All right, number 28. I am a Mennonite, if you can't tell. But more importantly, I am a Christian and a believer, and yeah. So those are definitely more important, but I am a Mennonite for those of you that are curious. Number 29, and this one drives my husband up the wall. I love pickles. I love pickles, my favorite snack, my all-time favorite snack. Okay, popcorn, I love popcorn, but my all-time favorite snack is probably pickles and cheese together. And I'm not joking. I can eat pickles and cheese any time of the day or night, and that's what bothers my husband the most. Is like, I can be like laying in bed and I'll be like, oh, I just want pickles and cheese. He'll just be like, oh my word. Number 30, and I don't know if there's any other girls out there like this, but I find it very difficult to spend money on myself. I've been that way for as long as I can remember. I just find it very, very difficult to spend money on myself. And my husband is super great. Yeah, he just takes such good care of me, but I have a hard time being able to spend money on myself, even though I work and I do help with the finances, but I still can't make myself spend money on me. Number 31, speaking of my husband, he is my absolute best friend and we laugh together so much. Oh my goodness. I just never expected marriage to be so full of hilarious moments, but it's great. Number 32, and I think when my mom watches this video, she's gonna be like, yep. I think I got in trouble / spanked more than any of my siblings. And that probably I deserved it, but I definitely think I got disciplined the most. So, if that tells you anything about my childhood. Number 33, I have been to the Bahamas. My husband and I visited there for our honeymoon, and it was a really great time, but I love the Bahamas and we definitely want to go back there someday. So number 34, the most influential book I think I've ever read was probably Backward Masking, Unmasked. It's a book all about the music we listen to and the things that our subconscious picks up from the music, and the messages that can be secretly hidden in songs. And yeah, it's a really great book, especially for a Christian to read and do some studying on. It kind of sparked a point in my life where I really started digging into the music that I listen to and like, yeah, creating some convictions of my own. So yeah, it's a great book to read. I think it's on Amazon, so if you'd like to check it out, I think you should do that. Number 35, my husband and I, we bike between 8 to 12 miles, 3 to 4 nights a week, and we love it. It's one of our favorite hobbies to do together. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Number 36, and I hate this thing about me so much. I have an extremely sensitive nose. I pick up on smells so much faster than like people around me do. I'm just very sensitive to smells. 37 can kind of tie in with the last one, but I am a clean freak. Like, I like things to be clean, but I'm more of like a anti-clutter, and that's the problem. Like, if like in the evenings, like I'll be like all ready to go to bed, but if there's like clutter around my house, I have to clean it up before I can go to bed and just like relax in bed. I have to go clean it up. Okay, number 38, you're probably gonna laugh, but and I didn't realize that I did this until my husband pointed it out, but when I'm at a restaurant or even like at home, if I'm eating food that's really yummy and like I'm distracted by my cat back here. Okay, back to what I was saying. If I'm eating food that I'm actually like loving, like if we're like out to eat or something, or even like at home, if I'm just like really loving my food, I have this tendency to like, as I'm eating, like I'm like doing this and like, oh, this is so good, and I'm just like moving and like, and I didn't realize I did it until my husband pointed it out. He's like, you know what, Kim? He's like, you like fidget a lot when you're eating, and I'm like, I didn't know I did that, but I do. I fidget when I eat, only if it's really amazing. Like, I get so pumped up about food. Like, I just love food, so maybe that's why I do it. I don't know. It is kind of weird though. 39, I have always wanted a big family. For as long as I can remember, I have wanted a whole pile of kids, and so yeah, we will see what God has in store for us, but I want a big family. And the last one, number 40, I live on Chick-fil-A. I absolutely love Chick-fil-A. We have a Chick-fil-A like 30 minutes away, and yeah, my husband, he takes me there often because it just makes me so happy, and I love Chick-fil-A. In fact, you guys, fun fact, I guess this is 41. I'm not really gonna count it, but I found a copycat recipe to make the Chick-fil-A spicy sandwich at home. It is so good. And so now I can like basically make Chick-fil-A at home, and it's so incredible. And my husband actually said it tastes very, very similar to Chick-fil-A, and so I'm like, yes, it's hubby approved. But I love Chick-fil-A, and I will always love Chick-fil-A, so yeah. Anyways, that is all that I had. As soon as I do this video, I'm probably gonna think of so many more things that I'm gonna be like, oh wow, that's an odd fact about me, but anyways, maybe I could do another video like this in the future, but I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, if you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. So yeah, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday next week for another video. Bye guys!